one, ball security, penalties, and there's always room to improve. No matter where we have a almost perfect game, there's always going to be things that we can get better at and improve on. Most definitely, most definitely. AG challenged us to kind of talk to guys that we're not used to talking to on the team. So, but this is definitely an opportunity for us to get closer as a team, build that camaraderie, and just get closer. So, yeah. It's been good. It's been good. I feel like I've talked to mostly everybody on the team, but some guys are more reserved than others. But I think me, I talk to pretty much everybody. So yeah, it's that simple. There's no overthinking it. That's not finishing. I mean, there's a lot of things. There's different situations or different drives. There's not one main thing. Every drive is different. So I think to kind of summarize it is to make it as simple as possible. Is just finishing drives and having that 4-point differential rather than just taking three. So no, this is my first time. It's been good so far. Of course, we just got here yesterday, but it's been cool. It's my second time overall in London. The first time, I don't know if you can really count it. I was only here a couple of days, but it's been cool. Got down to the city yesterday and went to go get some food with the guys. So that was cool. And like I said, just spending time with my teammates and of course, just being here with them all day instead of us going our separate ways, going home and stuff like that. So it's been cool though.
Is there any other team bonding type things planned, or?
I think everything's just here. There's nothing, formally planned, but yeah, everything's just been here so far.
How do you feel about the way you played overall, Justin?
I played all right. Room to improve, like I always said. There's always going to be room to improve. I played all right though.
One stat that gets mentioned with you is the average time to throw. I think it's the highest in the NFL
hmm
right now. Do you feel like that's a problem? Do you think that's part of your game? What do you make of that number?
I'm not sure. I don't really look at stats if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that. I'm not on social media, so I have no idea. My job is to put as many points up on the board, whether that's the least amount of time to throw, whether that's the most. But I feel like that's not a good, if I'm being honest with you, that's not a good indicator because you got guys that scramble and then they count that. So it's like, yeah, pocket passers are going to have the least time to throw because they scramble the least. I remember one of my years in Chicago, they set out that longest time to throw too, but at the same time, I'm scrambling behind the line of scrimmage, so of course they're going to count that. So I don't think that's a credible stat, so to say, if I'm being honest with you, a part of the QB position.
How important? I know you always want to get the ball out quick, but how important is against this front that you're going to have to record that a lot?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important to get the ball out fast just to help the O-line, but it's going to be super important this week. Of course, they have a great front, two good edge rushers, guys on the inside that get the job done, and it's always going to be important to get the ball out fast and be efficient.
Is there anything that Garrett does that surprises you at this point? I mean, this is 4 seasons in the league. He's already top 10 in the franchise history in terms of receptions now.
No, he's a generational player. I've been with him a long time, so nothing that he does surprises me whatsoever.
You played with, there's a lot of guys, I feel like every game we watch, there's Ohio State receivers all over the place that you played with. What is it about Ohio State receivers?
I think, first off, Coach Hartline, he does a great job developing receivers. Of course, he played receiver at Ohio State, played receiver in the league, and just me being there, he's still fit. He can demonstrate what he wants the guys to do. He knows a lot about the receiver position, and he knows how to coach that position well, and also the offense that we run at Ohio State. So I'd say one with Coach Hartline and how he develops guys, and two, how Coach Day runs the offense. And he knows how to utilize those receivers and puts them in the best position possible to succeed. So yeah,
it's been good. I think the transition from college to NFL has been good, and I think we have a great team around us and a great group of guys, and it's been easy for me, for the coaches, and the players taking me in, so it's been pretty good for me. Oh, in London? Oh, it's been good. I mean, I haven't done much. I didn't get out the hotel yesterday, so I kind of feels the same like being in New York, doing treatment, taking care of my body, meetings and practice, so it hasn't been much different for me.
How do you feel like this trip could help you guys bond a little bit more away from New York?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's a little getaway, from the madness that's happening right now. And I think just being on this is definitely an advantage. Kind of like get to know your team a little bit better, and we're definitely taking it that way too. Kind of get away from all the noise, just continue to work out here in this practice field and in those meeting rooms. So it's been good for us.
You went to a powerhouse football program, high school, college. Have you ever been to a 5-game losing streak?
No, I haven't. No.
What's that been like for you to deal with?
Honestly, it hasn't been anything crazy. The locker room's positive. There's no cancers in our locker room. Everyone's sticking together, so it's been kind of the same. Of course, the record's not the same, but I think other than that, nothing's pretty much changed. I think we did a great job of staying together and just getting back to work, and that's the biggest thing for us right now.
You guys have moved the ball on offense early in games last week, just haven't gotten to the end zone. Is that a point of emphasis, something you guys have talked about? Just kind of gotten to finish off drives?
Yeah, man, you just knocked it on the head. Finishing drives. I mean, we've moved the ball pretty well offensively, and I think when we get to the end of the drive, we just shoot ourselves in the foot. So that's something we definitely need to emphasize in practice, in which we are, and just finishing drives, and that's the most important thing. I don't think much has changed. I just try to do my best in practice, kind of displaying what I could do for the coordinator and for our quarterback, and gaining their trust. And being on top of my work and my body every single day, and letting the rest take care of itself. But I'm here to win football games, whether I'm catching 10 balls a game or blocking 50 snaps, whatever it takes for us to win. And we're kind of trying to figure that out is the best for my ability for this team.
What's that process been like for you as a blocker? Improving in that area and kind of learning all the blocking schemes?
Yeah, I think it's just the more games I get under my belt, the better is for my confidence and my fundamentals and things like that. I think every single game I start to trend in the right direction, so it's exciting to see, and it's definitely encouraging to see as well.
Being more physical and violent in the run game, being more sound in the pass game, and then, just going out there again with the mindset to demonstrate what we're trying to accomplish.
Why haven't you guys been as good defensively as I'm sure you thought you would be?
Again, it's just the little things, and that's the things that we're working on. Just being on the same page, speaking the same language, understand it's not where they line up, it's where they wind up. So knowing our adjustments as a defense, again, our coaches are doing a great job, but it's about us players going out there and, again, speaking the same language, alerting it when instead of, as it happens, start talking. Again, it's about pre-snap motions, pre-snap movements, again, being on the same page.
As a captain and a leader, how much do you take it on yourself when this stuff is happening?
I take all of it because it's just like, again, I'm put in that position, so I feel like where am I not doing my job, or where am I not communicating enough to my teammates for them to understand. So this week, we stayed after practice more, we met more, and we're going to continue to do that. So, again, we're all on the same page.
Have you felt any pressure, Jamie, in terms of you got the contract in March, you're captain now. Have you felt any pressure to kind of do more or anything like that?
I wouldn't necessarily call it pressure, but obviously, I want to live up to expectations because I did earn it. I know what type of player I am, so obviously I want to play to those expectations. I don't feel like I need to do more because I trust the men around me to do their job as well, but it's about me doing my job consistently. And again, I feel like I'm in a great position to do so. I just got to go out there and do it.
Why has it been so hard for you guys to get takeaways?
I wouldn't say it's hard, but again, it has to be a conscious thing. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be go in there and make the tackle. You have to go in there with the mindset that I'm going to make the tackle and punch the ball out. When the ball goes up in the air, I'm going to go up and get it. I'm going to be the one to bring the ball down. So again, it's about a mindset, having it on your mind 24/7 and going out there and doing it. We watch some films on other teams, and you can see they're constantly going after the ball. They're constantly attacking, getting ready to punch it out, being aggressive when the ball's in the air, and we got to have the same mindset as them.
Somebody on the Broncos that you were teammates with for a few years at JFM. Curious what your relationship is like with him, especially you were coming in as a young player and he was someone who he just got his contract that year and all that stuff.
JFM, he's a great player. Whatever team he's on, he always goes out there and show it. When he was here, he was a leader, and he demonstrated that by his play. He set the edge as well. And again, happy to see all his success that he's been having. When I was a younger guy, he loved to joke around a lot. But when it was time to go out there and practice, he showed why he was who he is.
Can you guys grow closer together this week, being out here for the full week and nowhere else to go, maybe create more of a bonding experience?
Most definitely. I feel like this was a great opportunity, and it happened at the right time. Obviously, with our records, most people would try to drift off from each other. Most people start pointing the finger at each other. Now that we're all in the same facility, like usually when we leave the facility, we all go our separate ways. Now we're room right next to each other. We eat together. So this is a great time for us to bond together. This is a great time for us to get to know the man beside us and why we need to play harder, myself included, sitting with some of the O-linemen, sitting with other people on the other side of the ball, understanding why they play this game, and that's going to make me play harder. And, again, that's just going to linger around the team.